It's not playing the game. It's winning that counts.
Yeah, baby. We're going to go out there and win.
This is Just Win Bets, baby.
Just win, baby.
With Joe DeFan and Shane O'Mac.
How do they keep winning?
Live on the Sports Bet Winning Network.
And here we go again. It is, of course, Just Win Bets, baby, on the Believe Network. Joe DeFan, Shane O'Mac here, live in Burt, Virginia, where we have an hour show lined up for you today, including some great stories coming out of the association. It feels like both the NBA and WNBA, as there has been a suspension in the WNBA, considered one of the fewest, of course, in the league. Team UFC gets ready for match day 3 that's happening later this evening. We'll have Shano's best bets as UFC travels to Baku. So he'll have his best bets in 20 minutes. And you definitely want to get up early for this one. We'll have our ready to cash them bets, World Cup best bets, MLB best bets, powered by our good friends over at Sleeper in about 50 minutes. But first, Shano, let's talk about the association where there has been some major news. The Charlotte Hornets has traded star guard LaMelo Ball and Josh Green to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Naz Reid in a series of draft picks. Shano, your thoughts on the association? I mean, they just had the draft picks or the NBA draft, excuse me. Now we're having all this stuff that's going on. What's up?
It's always crazy to me because NBA is like the only sport I feel like this happens in, but they're trading like a 2033 first round pick. I mean, doesn't that seem like forever away? Right? Yeah. It's always crazy to me. You're trading a pick that's 7 years down the road. Right. It's like insane to me. But anyways, so LaMelo Ball coming to be the 1-2 punch with all-star guard Anthony Edwards. Both of them play the guard position. I'm guessing one's going to be point, one's shooting guard, obviously.
Sure.
I always feel like Anthony Edwards, he has the ball in his hands a lot, though, for the Timberwolves. That's going to have to change with LaMelo Ball because he's more of a pure point guard. So I think how's their chemistry going to affect each other is, I think, the main concern there. What do you think?
Well, you have to look at the contract. I mean, we could talk about Ant-Man, who probably is going to be playing the 2, right?
Yeah.
But Ball has 3 years left on his contract and is eligible to sign a 2-year, about $120 million extension next week, July 6th.
Yeah.
So not next week. So maybe a week and a half? I just don't understand it. The other thing I don't understand is these draft picks. You alluded to the first round pick, the 2033 unprotected first round pick, but also 3 second round picks in 29, 32, 33. And then Charlotte also gets first round pick swaps in 28, 29, and 2030. I don't understand it. And then there's talks about it wasn't just Minnesota. So they've got a lot of offers in the last few days from multiple teams, not only the Timberwolves. We're talking about the Raptors, we're talking about the Trailblazers. I don't know. You know what's sad?
Trading has become like the new free agency in NBA. I feel like it's because
it is.
Like most because you can get paid more in the NBA if you're already a part of that team. So it's teams that if they really want somebody, they'll trade for him. So like if the Timberwolves really wanted LaMelo Ball, they trade for him. That way they're guaranteed they can lock him up because they can give him that max deal. Where if they hit the free agency, he can only get a max deal if he stayed with the Hornets. Right.
Here's the sad part of all of this, and this is from our good friend Dave Ross, who tweeted it out this morning. Okay, Dave Ross of VSiN, a good friend of ours of the show. His dad, LaMelo's dad, obviously, apparently, I think he just lost his leg. This is what I read.
Yeah, I saw that, and his wife divorced him or something.
And
like
the device, dude, talk about for better or worse. I'm just saying, dude. I mean. Listen, the guy was, he goes on in Stephen A. and he's propping out his kids and he's saying all the right things, etc. And maybe people looked at him as him being a little annoying, but I mean, come on, man, the guy just lost his leg, dude. Don't,
Yeah.
And then his wife divorces him.
Yeah.
I'm not defending.
And what's crazy about that too is somebody else posted this. His wife was going through like cancer treatments or something like that a couple of years ago. And he stuck with her and all this stuff. And then now he goes through a little bit of adversity and she's like, boop, see ya. You know what I mean? I
I
don't know what the dynamic was or is. I have no idea what their personal relationship is. It could be something more than that. But I mean, just seeing that is crazy. But yeah, LeVar Ball, I feel like he was crazy when LaMelo first got in the league. He's calmed down a lot though. He hasn't you don't hear much from him anymore.
Yeah,
but when he was first getting drafted and stuff, yeah, he was everywhere. He was everywhere.
Yeah,
he's also the one that said he could beat Michael Jordan in 1-on-1.
That's right. We all looked at him. He's like, "This guy's crazy, bro. This guy's crazy."
It's like, there's no way.
Right. Shayna, let's move real quick to the other association. I'm referring to the WNBA. And we should have, of course, Her Excellency on here to talk about it. The Phoenix Mercury is suspending Thomas for 1 game for a shot to Caitlin Clark of the Indiana Fever. Apparently, she took a shot at her throat, which caused she received. I'm saying Alyssa Thomas received a flagrant foul 2 penalty and a 1-game suspension for quote unquote. This is from this is one of Her Excellency's favorite commissioners, Kathy, being of course, of this reckless making contact with her fists to the throat area. I don't know. Listen, she covers it more than I do, more than you do. Obviously, I respect these women playing this contact sport of the WNBA. I think there's a lot of great games. Let's really be honest. You and I alluded to that in the past. But dude, man, you can't be going to. I feel bad for Clark sometimes. I do,
dude. It feels like Clark, since she's come into the WNBA, has had a bullseye on her back.
Yeah,
she gets hit more than anybody else in basketball ever, probably. Right? It reminds me of like Jordan going against the bad boy Pistons when they just kept knocking them down with Lambeer and everything every time he went to the hoop. Right? Yeah. Caitlin Clark gets banged up, man. These girls do not hold back on her. I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know what it is. But she does not get treated the same as the other players. I'll tell you that. Amongst the players.
No, I don't know if it is jealousy or not. I don't know. Maybe is she running her mouth again? It would be interesting to see. We have been in contact with, which I got to talk to you off the air about. He emailed me a few days ago. I have not had an opportunity. I've been slammed, obviously, with the World Cup and stuff like that. Tyler Shoemaker, I think that's his name. Who has shown some interest. Yes, Tyler Shoemaker. Next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, should be on the show. And we can ask him about that. But it's man, it's crazy, man. It is completely crazy. I do feel bad. And who knows? She may be talking smack to the other ladies. Yeah. I when we did have Her Excellency on, and again, she's been extremely busy, but I feel bad for this league in a sense of, you know, they don't have like a charter flight. You got to go you got these players sitting and coach. That's what was reported. They've got jerseys coming up, selling, especially for Clark. And again, I'm not taking anything away from Angel Reese or any of these other girls, Sophia Cunningham, just to name another thing, but another person. I just think that if you're going to sell a jersey, just like in anywhere else, they need a little piece of the pie.
Yeah,
and they're not getting that.
Especially with Clark when they were taking the coach flights and stuff like that. Like, I mean, she's such a big star, and they don't have many in the WNBA, but her and Angel Reese probably their biggest two. Right. I mean, so she's recognizable. People see her and she's going to get flounded, like hounded like crazy. She can't have her just like sitting and coach with everybody else. Right. You just can't do it. What's crazy about this foul, though, is that it wasn't called a foul in the middle of the game. And like people are really pissed about that because at least should have been a foul in the game. They had to go back and review it. And then it was called a flagrant foul, too. But there was no foul called by the officials like in the play of the game, which is crazy to me.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, maybe they're trying to protect her too. To come down and say, "Hey, like, enough is enough with her. Like, stop hitting on her." Right?
Yeah.
And then, we're gonna start suspending people.
Yeah, I mean, you've got another. I mentioned her teammate from the Indiana Fever, Sophia Cunningham. Cute girl. Don't get me wrong.
She's good too, man. She can ball.
She can ball. She
Yeah.
can ball. But I just think there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the WNBA that they're not reporting. I mean, you take her, for example, Sophia Cunningham, where there's an Indiana man that's facing charges for allegedly stalking her. Don't get me wrong. Man. She's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty girl. Okay. But bro, man, I mean, you got to leave these girls alone, dude.
Yeah.
But back to, the suspension. I don't know how to defend that. I really don't, because I did see the video and it does show. And now I could see if she got stomped on. Oh man.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting.
Definitely interesting. It might, like I said, it might just be then the league saying, all right, enough's enough. Stop hitting on Caitlin Clark right there, right? I mean, like we talked about, she's getting banged up out there against almost everybody. So
right.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. But I
mean, it's only one game, so it is kind of like a slap on the wrist there. It's not like it's like a season-long suspension or anything.
Right.
But, yeah, but she's the WNBA's cash cow, so like they got to protect her.
I agree. But there's a lot of women that are they're contributing to this league, this association, I should say. Thomas will, of course, serve her suspension as the Mercury travel to Toronto this Saturday. So, it is what it is. Let's move on real quick to Team USA. As they take on Turkey. I'm going to throw it out there right now. I think Turkey wins this game. I'm just saying, based on what I've seen, I'm really, Shano, I'm pissed off at Germany. I don't know what happened there. But Germany already qualified, so they're kind of like, we don't really care.
Well, so is the US, right? They've already qualified.
Yeah, US. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you. I think Christian Pulisic does not play. I don't think they should play him. I understand that people may have spent a lot of money, which I'm going to get to in just a second, the tickets. That being said, I don't think they should play him because, look, they are moving on to the next round. So why risk, he's got a minor injury, blah, blah, just why do that?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything. This doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, if you want to compare it to preseason.
Yeah.
Where it's like the third preseason game. Who cares? Why would I put a Jane and Daniels out there? Why would I put a Patrick Mahomes out there?
Yeah, or if you're like a week 17 and you already have like your playoff position locked up, you can't move up or down. There's no reason to play anybody, right?
Right. Hey, I already got the 1 seed. Okay, I'm putting in the scrubs. But Team UFC has they have some depth. And you have to keep in mind also of the yellow cards. So they do add up. Okay, so obviously in the game, if you have 2 yellow cards, you're automatically disqualified. You have that red card, you're disqualified, okay? And you're going to serve a game suspension. They do the same thing with yellow cards. So if you got a yellow card in the first matchup or the second match day game or the second game, okay, they add up.
Right.
So you have X amount of cards. Once they add up, it doesn't, you don't get disqualified out of the game, okay, but you get disqualified or you're suspended for the next game. So there's a lot of there are a few, I shouldn't say a lot. There are a few Team USA members. Balgan is one, okay, a couple others that are important key factors there. It resets, the yellow card resets, okay, to the elimination round.
Right.
So if your Team USA don't play these players, because what if they get another card? Hey, it just adds up to the tally. Okay, he's suspended for the next game. Doesn't make any sense.
Do they ever do stuff like this in the World Cup where they, like you said, people spent money to go out there, also this stuff, put them out there, let them play the first 15 minutes or so, and then pull them out?
They do that. They do that. They do that. And I think you're going to probably see that tonight. But just
like
kind of
maybe that first hydration break.
Yeah, and then okay, hey, he's done. I mean, but but you're risking it because if he does something stupid,
Yeah.
what
Well, they
are
got
you
to know
doing, bro?
that's going to come on coaching. Be like, hey, look, we have nothing to play for. Don't go
Right.
for some dumb penalties. Don't go for slide tackles. You don't have to, right? They're like,
But
that's
you're
going to
putting
come down to coaching, telling them.
But you're putting it just like in your UFC world or the boxing world as myself, right? You're putting it in the ref's hands.
Yeah.
So it may not be a yellow card or a foul, but hey, I don't like Team USA or I don't like this guy, but yellow card.
Yeah.
So don't I wouldn't put them in that position. Don't, I wouldn't do that. But back to the tickets. This is what I don't understand. My wife was telling me she knows a friend of hers where her dad and kid went to Lincoln Financial. They as you know, they play at Foxborough. Your boy Texas Stadium, your boy Jerry's World in SoFi. I mean, I can go down the list. Miami, Philadelphia, the list goes on and on. Okay. That being said, how the hell are you afford? I've seen where Mexico played last night and they brought in like family of like 20 and half of them are little kids. How are you spending that kind of money? And they're pretty good seats too.
Yeah.
This ain't no, hey, look, it's $50 for a ticket. No, my guy.
Isn't the average ticket like $1,000 for a game?
That's what I
Something like
understand.
Yeah.
How are you able to
that's the average.
There's no way.
I wouldn't spend that much. There's no way.
Either you scalp them, which is, again, I don't care, but it's like there's no way you're taking you and your kid. It's a once in a lifetime thing. I probably will be.
Yeah.
But $1,000 ain't no way, bro. Come on.
I wouldn't take a young kid at all either. Because
little kid.
I wouldn't take a little kid at all. Yeah, they're not even going to remember it. If they're like a teenager, sure, I'd take them. 12,
okay.
13, 14, 15. And they were here, I wouldn't maybe think about it. But like a 5, 6-year-old, no, there's no way. I ain't spending $2,000 just on tickets.
But how the hell are you getting the money for this? That's what I want to know. I can understand maybe you and your wife or you and your girlfriend, blah, 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 which I know producer Mark has been loving the coverage of the World Cup, if you know what I mean. Okay. He's been definitely looking at a lot of stuff. But anyway, that being said, how the hell are you making all this kind of money and you're bringing in like, your family of 15? I'm just saying.
I mean, people have debt problems too, so they could be racking up some credit card debt and just be like, hey, I'll pay it off later. You never know, man. I mean, just the ticket prices alone, I'm so shocked of how many foreigners came to our country alone. Like, look at like Norway's had a ton of people come.
Yes.
Scotland, they drank all the beer in Boston. Apparently, like literally, there's no beer left in Boston when they were there, right? And so that's how many Scottish people came. So it's crazy the amount of money that goes into this thing. But that's why this event is a cash cow, and they give out over $1 billion in prizes because they make billions of dollars during this thing worldwide.
We had the opportunity before we go to break. Let's talk about this real quick, Shano. We had the opportunity to go to Walters. We spent 5 minutes, 10 minutes there.
Yeah.
And this was the United Bowl, and Nats was going to play like an hour later, right?
Yeah.
That place is freaking packed.
Yeah.
Inside and outside. A decent place. I mean, a decent size place is what I meant. They got to be making bank, dude. Bank.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't understand it. I'm sure the lease there is pretty expensive too. Being right next to the stadium, it's got to be pretty. It's got to be. Yeah.
But if you had the opportunity to buy that location, I would buy it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's no question about it, because the Nats ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, you get 81 games guaranteed. People are going to be there,
and it's not. We didn't go for MLS game. I mean, obviously, Audi Field it's just 2 blocks down.
Yeah.
Could you imagine UFL, Nats, and MLS with my peeps? Tecate for everybody. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. They're making. They got to be making back.
I was always more of a Modelo fan.
No, I'm surprised you're not a Corona Extra fan.
No.
with the little
No.
lime, and then you turn it.
I'll drink it, but it's not my favorite. I like I
God.
like Modelo or Dos Equis. Dos Equis is good too.
Oh, Dos Equis, okay. But I'm more of a dark lager beer. You know what I mean? I hate this. I don't know. Producer Mark and Mike made fun of me about the Stella one time when we went out, but whatever. But now I'm more of a I think I'm more of a Sam Adams. I haven't had one, but I think that,
Speaking of the Scots in Boston, that was the coolest beer tour I've ever been. You can tour because Sam Adams is made in Boston, and you can do a tour of their brewery. It was awesome. It's free, completely free. They take you a tour about like how they make it, all this other stuff, and then they take you to this tasting room. And this tasting room, they were just passing around like, here's our winter lager, and then they pass around pitchers. Here's our summer lager. Pass around pitchers.
I bet you the whole what's it? Tartan Nation was there.
Yeah.
With their bagpipes. I loved it. I loved it. You see Norway, you see, of course, the Orange. I'm talking about the Netherlands that are currently playing right now. Holy cow. They're just and you know what? They love this country. I love this country. And they love it too, man. If this happens, I know it's every 4 years. But if it was in the U.S., like every 4 years, holy cow!
Yeah,
bank.
I'm watching this Japan-Sweden game on right now. There's a ton of Japanese fans there. Tons.
Yes,
tons of Japanese.
And you know what? Again, and we talked about this. You know what we love? They clean up after.
Oh yeah.
The question: how do they get the bags? Do they ask, or do they bring like their own bag?
Maybe they just go out to like the the concourse and just take one out of the trash can and then go back in and pick stuff up. I don't know.
They could. But I just want to add Japanese. I'm not making fun of it. Trust me, I appreciate it. And there are some American fans or whoever fans are just lazy and just leave their crap around. I'm like, come on. But these guys they are very passionate about it. I ran into today. I actually went downtown real quick, Shano, to the World War II memorial. I've never saw it in my life.
Really?
And it's really sad for me, Shano, that we live 30 minutes from the nation's capital. So took the metro to the Smithsonian, walked. Great to get. It was nice for me to get some walk there. But they also had the fair, the state fair or whatever
open today, whatever.
Yeah. So it was crazy, man. But people wearing all bunch of kits, man. Germany, I ran into a lot of British folks. They're all yelling, "It's coming home! It's coming home!" It's what they say with the World Cup, and they were kind of PO'd. I had a chance to talk to them for a couple minutes. I took some pictures for them. Welcome to USA. They're obviously visiting, and they talked to me about soccer. And like I told you, they're very passionate with. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Well,
that's
you're going to be billionaires one day. And we're going to need to travel to England. I'm going to take you there.
Well, that's even crazy about Japan too. Is that soccer is not their first sport. It's baseball. They love baseball over there.
They love baseball.
Baseball number one by far over there.
But soccer,
And I got a brother who's in the Navy. He's stationed in Japan right now, and he was like, you go to Tokyo. It's like one of the top 5 biggest cities in the world. He said this floor, the ground, the sidewalk is so clean you can eat off it. It's just like how their culture is over there. They just clean up themselves and stuff like that.
I wish we could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, he said, like, there's no way, like, if you littered there, you would get like shamed, stuff thrown at you. Be like, he's like, they treat they have respect for their country and respect for their nation, and they don't want it to look like trash. So they have very respectful culture about that.
Speaking of shame, you'll be shamed of me because I've never been to the Vietnam nor I mentioned the World War II, the Vietnam and the Korean memorial. I visited for the first time as well.
Oh man,
very nice, man. I mean, it was great to get out, kind of clear the cobwebs here.
The Korean one is the Korean War Memorial is very cool to go to at night. If you go at night, it's the statues that look like they're walking through like the fields.
Yeah.
If you go to it at night, and especially if it's like a foggy night, it looks really cool. It looks like it's like almost real.
Oh,
like
nice.
It's really
nice.
cool.
Nice.
No,
I mean,
they're like memorial and stuff too.
My son's huge into history. He loves history, and I got nothing against history. We walked past the Lincoln Memorial. We didn't go up the stairs because my son's like, I already been there. But then, you could see the monument across from, it's Lincoln, then you've got the Washington Monument, and you got the Capitol, yada, yada. I mean, stuff that we're,
Yeah.
Saw the reflecting pool.
Did you go up the Washington Monument?
I did not go up the Washington Monument.
That's free.
I was
You
there.
don't have to pay for it.
I was there for like 3 hours, and that's it.
Uh,
Man, it was packed. It was crazy, but I had to be back by 4:00 to see Germany lose.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely packed because they're having the Freedom 250 fair there, state fair, national state fair, whatever they're calling it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's beautiful.
Crazy. And then from here until after 4th of July, there's events there in the National Mall pretty much every day. So it's going to be packed there from here until July 6th.
It's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
So anyway, it is, they got the National Guard, they've got the police. Everybody's nice, man. And I saw this big, I was taking pictures for hoping a young couple there. And I kind of joked with the guys, hey, maybe she didn't want you in the pic. No, I'm just kidding. But on the WW2, or some people call it 11. Anyway, memorial there, and it was right in front of Louisiana. Hey, you want to, I'll take a picture. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
And then this big, huge guy, man. He looked like the guy from is it Reacher? Alan Richmond? Is it
Alan Richmond? Yeah.
Okay.
The Reacher.
The guy was like, shoot, hey, big guy, how you doing? Or hey, buddy. I don't think he called me big guy. He said, hey, buddy, how you doing, man? Hey, how you doing? And it's just, dude, don't want to mess with that guy, dude. I saw his back. I could drive over that. And I could happen. Hey, bud, hey, man, appreciate all you do here. Just everybody's having a good time, man.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of sad. They've got the fountains in the WW World War II memorial, and a couple people like littered it. I didn't see him litter, but it's like a Gatorade. It's like, guys, just throw your crap away. Come on, man. You don't need to do all that crap,
especially at a memorial like that.
Come on, man.
You would think you wouldn't do that. I mean, that's there to honor the people who died in that war. Otherwise, we'd all be speaking of Germany. Otherwise, we'd all be speaking German right now.
Right. I'm just saying. And again, I'm not here to talk politics, but it was nice to see. What I got confused on, and I don't know, maybe the audience or yourself could enlighten me, where it says Pacific and Atlantic. Obviously, you've been there before, but then they're like, well, wait a minute, West Virginia's in Pacific. I'm like, wait a second, West Virginia's not in the Pacific. Washington State, sure. Oregon, sure. But why? And then they've had Washington and all that, the state of Washington over at the Atlantic side. I'm like, how the heck is this being? And the other thing that I notice is, and again, I'm not knocking it. I was walking, of course, the Vietnam Wall. They've got all these names listed. That's great. It's amazing, dude. And they had people living pictures and even a Happy Father's Day card on there. Yeah. I mean, I didn't pick it up.
No, people leave them there for like people that were in their family. That's a memorial to them.
Of course. And husband thing, and very nice, very nice. No one messed with it. No one's messing with it. Okay. And the thing I don't understand, they didn't have. Why are the names not in alphabetical order? That's one. Maybe they go by their troop.
I think it's by the year they think they died. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's like, so it's like based on like chronological order of this guy died in 1967, this guy died in whatever, you know what I mean?
Right. And then even with the Korean, it had like army, and it had all these, it was nice. And it was the park police, and it was, I guess, the rangers. I don't want to insult anybody, but it was very nice, very friendly. Hey, how do you get to this place? Blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you what was really crazy was not only the walking, but when you try to grab something to eat, again, everybody's being nice, very patriotic. But these birds, man, I mean, you leave a fry, they take that. Those birds are like yelling and screaming at each other.
Those pigeons are ruthless, man.
They're crazy, dude.
They are ruthless.
Crazy.
If your son loves history, someplace you need to go to. Yeah. If you haven't been to it yet, the Marine Corps Museum in Quantico. It's free. I would
love to go there. I want to take him there. Every time we go to the beach, we pass it, and I told him, say, hey, you want to take?
It's not that far of a drive, about half hour or so.
No, it's not that bad. Yeah. The Hiroshima. I said, hey, let's go to Crystal City, where
that's in Arlington. Yeah,
right. And he didn't want to go to that. Like, I'd rather go to DC.
Yeah. The Marine Corps Museum, it's free, very well done. I mean, it's how old is that now? 10, maybe 10, 15
got to be
years?
15.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
My granddad is a tour guide there, and so like I know all about it and stuff like that. I've seen multiple tours.
Is he still there?
Yeah, but not as much. I mean, he's getting old. He's getting up there in age now.
Okay.
He's 92 now. So so
Wow.
he's there. He does it every once in a while.
Right.
But
Well, maybe
but
we'll run into
he
him.
not as much as he used to.
Yeah. Maybe we'll run into
But
him.
very cool museum. And like when you do the Korean War, that's known as the frozen tundra, right?
Yeah.
That's like that. It was literally like snowstorms.
Not the Green Bay.
No. Like they were fighting a war in like negative 30-degree winter, right? And like that whole area is like super air conditioned. It's like 30 degrees in there, so it makes you feel like you're in part of the Korean War. And like it's really, really well done, super well done. So anybody who's in Quantico area, check out the Marine Corps Museum.
Absolutely.
Free to go to, 100% free.
Absolutely.
Tours are free too. You just got to sign up.
Tours are free. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We're going to step away real quick and get into some UFC right after this.
This is Just Win Bets, baby, on the Sports Bet Winning Network.
We're officially partnering with Sleeper, the absolute best place to play fantasy sports and daily fantasy pick. And because they're teaming up with us, they're rolling out the red carpet for you guys. Right now, Sleeper is offering a 100% deposit match for your first-time users up to $100. It's a no-brainer whether you're building your season-long fantasy powerhouse or hitting those daily player projections. Sleeper is where you need to be. Download the Sleeper app right now in the App Store or Google Play. Use our exclusive promo code JWBB when you sign up, and they will match your first deposit up to $100. Don't wait on this one. Get on the action. Use promo code JWBB, and let's start winning today. Shano, I have, of course, done that free $20 one, and I hit.
Yeah. Nice, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
Free money.
It is free money. It is free money. Speaking of free money, let's talk about let's try to start making some free money. I'm talking about UFC, which is going to take place in Baku. But I'll be honest with you, Shano, this stuff is names.
There's some tough ones this week. There are some tough ones this week. No joke.
Yeah.
No jokes on this one.
Yeah. I'll leave it up to you. I'll say the German taking on the he's from Poland here, but how do you pronounce the German's name? The gentleman?
Magomedov.
Magomedov.
Versus Aleksychuk.
Aleksychuk. Yes.
Aleksychuk is the Polish guy.
There you go.
Yeah. So this fight's in Baku, Azerbaijan. So they have a lot of like Eastern European guys, and like that's like the one type of names I always have problems pronouncing, and it sucks because in the UFC there's always tons of those guys fighting, right? Especially on this card, there's tons of them.
Yeah.
So a little bit about this fight here. Magomedov, he's probably the better overall MMA fighter, right?
Okay.
He's definitely got a better ground game. He's got 28 victories in his career. He's 14 by knockout, 7 by submission. He's got a decent ground game. He has pretty good takedowns, and his takedown defense is really good. He's at 100% takedown defense, which is unheard of. That means if you try to take him down, he just doesn't let you, right? So the guy is a really good grappler. He is coming off his last 5 fights. He has won 3 of his last 5 fights. He's lost to Joe Pyfer his last fight. No shame in losing to that one. We watched him, Joe Pyfer. I called him knocking out Izzy, if you remember that. Izzy or Adesanya a couple fight nights ago. So he lost to Joe Pyfer. That happens. Joe Pyfer is one of the elite fighters in this weight class.
Sure.
So he's got a pretty good resume. He's fighting Oleszczuk. Oleszczuk, man, he has been turning around. He came to the UFC. He had a pretty good winning streak, but then he went on a 3-fight losing streak. But then he switched gyms. And he switched gyms to fight with the fighting nerds out of Brazil. So he's been training with the fighting nerds out of Brazil, and they have been catching the UFC on fire lately. And ever since then, he's had 2 knockout wins, and he won his last win, his last fight. So I like Oleszczuk here, man. I like him a lot. If the odds, another thing that I kind of like about this, the odds when they opened up, he was at plus 140. He's now currently the favorite at minus 115. So there's a lot of money coming in on him. I think a lot of like the sharps like him in this fight. He's got definitely has the power. The dude has straight knockout power. He's got 22 professional victories. 16 of them have come by knockout. He is relentless, man. He throws a lot of combinations. He averages just under 6 strikes per round, per minute.
Okay.
And he absorbs less than he gives out, which is always a good sign, as if you hear Rob talk about when he comes on our show. And Magomedov, he takes more shots than he gives out typically. He averages three significant strikes per minute and absorbs 3.5 strikes per minute. So 3.5 is still a pretty low number, but he does absorb more than he gives out. So I really like Olakachev's here. One bet I found that I really like, I think he's either going to win by knockout or by decision. He's not going to win by submission. He's not a submission guy.
Ooh, double chance?
It's a double chance at even money for him that you can take him to win by knockout or decision. It's at plus 100 right now.
I'm looking at it right now. Not Magomedov. Okay, here we go.
Yep, plus 100.
Yep, I got it.
Knockout or decision, plus 100. You can take a money line if you want.
Which I did.
Mean, all that saves you from is if you get the sub, but he's not going to sub this guy. Magomedov, like I said, he's the better grappler. He does not let you take him to the ground. He's 100% defense on takedowns. So we're moving that submission part and just saying he's going to either win by knockout or decision. I think that's the best bet for this fight here.
Okay. I've got him for money line here at minus 115, and I'll do a little pizza money on the double chance. I like that double chance, though. Let's move to the co-main event here. And again, I'm done. Michael Pereira, of course, I got it from Brazil, but is it Sharia?
Another Magomedov.
Magomedov. Oh,
just call him Bullet. His nickname's Bullet.
Okay, so are they brothers?
I don't think they're related. I think that's like kind of like John Smith over there. You know what I mean? Like it's just like
okay.
It's just like a common name.
Right. Isn't one Russian, one's German? So
no, the other one's Polish.
No,
Magomedov is German. Yeah. Magomedov is German. The other German.
Okay. My bad.
But
go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's just like, Joe Smith over here, or like I don't know, like Tom Williams. Like it's just a very common name. All right, so this fight, I had to find some value on this fight somewhere because I think Bullet wins this fight. He's a force, man. He only has one loss in his UFC career. He lost to Michael Page, who's a pretty good fighter. But he has 12 knockouts and 16 wins, which is pretty impressive. Pereira, he's also a finisher too. I don't think this fight goes a distance at all. So I think that's a pretty good fight. Bet there. You could also bet. I can look what those odds are. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But Pereira, he's got 32 victories in his career, 11 by knockout, 9 by submission. Magomedov, he throws a lot of strikes, man. He averages 5.94 significant strikes per minute, and he only absorbs 3.8 significant shots per minute. So he's in the big positive on giving shots versus receiving them. And what's crazy about that is he's blind in his right eye. And so he can't see out of his right eye. Imagine how good he would be if he could see out of both eyes. You would think like that depth perception would be off, wouldn't it?
Yeah, one would assume.
Pereira, he is what the concerning thing about him is there's no age concern here or anything. They're both 32, but he does have a lot of professional fights. He's got 32 victories and 14 losses. I mean, so that's a lot of professional fights. And he's lost 3 of his last 4 fights. So that's a little concerning for me for him. So Magomedov's a huge favorite, and he's going to probably win this fight. I think I like the Bullet to win this inside the distance. I really do. And I think it's probably going to become by knockout. If you look at Pereira's last couple of fights, he got knocked out by Dawkins. He got knocked out by Anthony Hernandez. I think that knockout is available there with Bullet Magomedov. He's got power, man. He can drop him. Like I said, he's got 12 knockouts in his 16 victories. That's a pretty good success rate for hitting there. So I kind of like him to win by knockout here at plus 140. If you want just to finish at plus 130 to save you a submission, sure. He's not known for submissions, so I think you're better off just going straight knockout. But that's what I like for this fight.
Interesting. Knockout. Plus 140 for the Russian. All right. I'll do a little pizza money on that. Speaking of Rob, I know you brought his name up. Let's look at the main event here, and we'll look at, of course, the tail of the tape. The tail of the tape, of course, brought to you by Rob Marino's Fighting with Numbers. Check out his website, fightingwithnumbers.com. He's got a lot of great information. I know you've seen that, of course, Shano. And of course, check our good friends over at VSiN with First Strike. They do their somewhat weekly podcasts on UFC fights. But what do you have here between? Oh, okay, this guy, Rafael. Is it Fiziev? Fiziev taking on the Mexican here and Torres. Your thoughts for this one, there, Shana?
So this is a pretty close to as pick as you get, when you look at this. The age, there's not a real concern. We always look at that, right? 33, 31, not a big difference there. Height, Torres has a little bit of height advantage and a little bit of a reach advantage, but nothing like crazy where it's like a huge advantage. Where it comes down to for me for this fight is Rafael has got the level of competition he has fought is vastly superior to Torres. He has lost 3 of his last 4 fights, but 2 of those losses were to Justin Gaethje, who is now the current champion that we just saw knock out Ilia Topuria, who nobody gave a shot. Ilia Topuria was a huge favorite for that fight. He won at the White House, and he lost to Mauricio Hoofy. And Hoofy is he's one of the fighting nerds who we just talked about. And he is a great fighter as well. So I don't think there's any shame in losing to either of those guys. And you're losing to a current champ and to a guy who's going to be contending for a title here soon, right? Mm-hmm. Torres, he does have knockout power. He's got very strong knockout power. He's got elite knockdown rate. He's been better form lately. He's won his last 2 fights. He lost against Bajo Mendez. Who, by the way, that Rafael just beat his second 2 fights ago. So that's a little concerning for me for Torres. This fight, man, it can go either way. I really, really, really like the over in this fight at 1.5. And a lot of people are saying Torres, and it's slowly moving in Torres' direction. I think it's at like -1. What's the odds there? Do you have them up there?
Oh, yeah. Let's go right there. Sorry about that there, Shano. Here it is. Odds are right there in front of you.
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead.
He's at -115 right now.
Yep.
So they've been bouncing back and forth. It's slowly moving right now. I'm looking at Bet Rivers has a -118. Caesars has a -118.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like it's slowly moving that way. But if you look at FanDuel, it's still the opposite way. They have Rafael at -114, -106. So this is truly a coin flip here. Truly, truly a coin flip. Now, what Rafael has going for him, kind of like what we just saw with Justin Gaethje at the White House, this is his backyard. They're fighting in Azerbaijan, right? That's where he's from. So he's going to have the hometown support 100%. So he's going to be and then you have Torres, who's flying from Mexico, right. And that takes a toll on your body going all the way across the world, right? So I have a lean here for Rafael. If you like Torres, I really like the over though. The over is at -1.5. 2.5. I don't know about that. I'm gonna see like what 3rd round to start. What that is. Let me look what that is real quick.
Oof.
UFC 3rd round to start, because Torres has not been in a 5-round fight before. This is another reason why I like Rafael. 3rd round to start is even money, +100. I like that. So I'm gonna say 3rd round to start, +100 is my bet for there. He's not fought 5 rounds before, huh?
Wait a minute. Why would you do that and not take the over 2.5 rounds? If you're starting it, no. Well, so hear me out. If you're saying start 3rd round, right, at even money.
Oh yeah, take over 2.5.
Yeah, over 2.5 is at +130.
Yeah. Well, no, because over 2.5. Well, you could. That just gives you an extra 2.5 minutes into the 3rd round.
Well, right, but if your original bet was thinking, hey, it'll start the 3rd round, then
yeah,
is that a mistake by the books?
Huh?
Is that a mistake by the books?
No, I don't think so. I think this fight will end in a finish. Definitely, I think it will.
I understand that, but you're saying it's got to complete 2 rounds.
Yeah, two and a half is 2 full rounds and a half a round.
My bad.
So 2.5 is 2 full rounds and half a round. So that'd be
Right,
3.5
right.
rounds. So I'm saying round 3 will start at plus 100. That's even money.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
So Torres is known. He'll come out strong. He'll throw a lot of punches, a lot of strikes early. But Rafael's an experienced fighter, and he absorbs just about as much as he produces. But Torres does throw a lot of strikes. And but I think he's going to come out early. But I think Rafael, with his just his experience, is going to withhold that first round. And I think he's going to try and take this into a little bit deeper waters for a guy who hasn't been there before. So I'm going to go third round to start at plus 100.
Interesting.
I'm leaning Rafael. Like I said, I'm not 100% sold. This is truly a coin flip to me. So like, I could see either one of these two guys winning.
Huh.
Round 3 to start. Yep, still at plus 100.
Interesting.
To not start at minus 120.
All right. And those are your 3 plays, my friend.
Those are my 3 plays for today, for this weekend. It does start early. It starts at 9 a.m. Eastern time for anybody. So you don't look at it for Saturday night like usual. It's 9 a.m. Eastern time. If you're on the West Coast, that's 6 a.m. I know Lou will be up drinking his coffee, watching it.
Yeah.
But definitely some tough names to pronounce on this one. I feel bad for our man Joe Martinez if he's the one doing it. I don't know if him or Bruce is doing it. I'm not sure.
No, my money's on the new guy. My money's on the new guy.
Think so?
I think so. Because keep this in mind, Chano. Don't forget, Zuffa Boxing is this Sunday.
Oh, yeah. So Joe's going to be at Zuffa Boxing.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, for sure. There are a couple of other fights I like on here too, but the odds, it's hard to find the odds that I like for these fights. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of heavy favorites on this card. I feel like that's been the case the last couple cards, which it's tough to find value plays for those.
Yeah, there's no way that Joe goes all the way down there. I'm not
taking
anything away from
Bruce on Sunday. There's no way.
Well, it's in his backyard. It's in Vegas.
Yeah. But he's not going to go on a flight for 20
hours. That's what I'm saying. He ain't going to hop on a flight to go to Baku and then fly. No way.
Yeah, he's not going to go on a 20-hour flight and then call a
ain't no way
UFC event and then 20-hour flight to call a Zuffa Box event. There's no way. No way.
I texted him the other day and he's like, "Hey man, get your credentials in." We talked about going and seeing him in New York, but anyway, we'll talk about that off the air. But he's like, "Hey," I was like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I'm driving a party bus, man. On my RV party bus." That guy's something else, man.
He's the best.
I swear, dude. That guy is the best. But he's got to have some more stories for us. Hopefully, we can get him back on. When it's not during any of that. He's a busy man, though.
Oh yeah,
he's a busy man, and man, love to see him. I'll be honest with you, Shayna. I'd love to go see a UFC. We've been invited to a PFL, which is in our backyard, but we got to figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it off air, that's pretty much it for the night. Real quick, some plays. I mean, this is probably my worst World Cup day thus far. I've got a void and 2 losses already. Team USA, which plays in a half an hour. Let's see what I have here. I mean, at the morning show, it's tough, dude. Tough.
Busy time.
We already, the ace of diamonds already went 2-0 in Major League Baseball. He did minus run and a half at plus 168 with the Tampa Bay Rays as they win 13-2 over the Kansas City Royals, and then under 4.5 in the first inning total, and it was 4. So he just got that in. He got that at minus 113. My losses today was, of course, I recommended a nice parlay. There was Germany to win and both teams to score. Obviously, both teams score hit. That was easy. but I didn't think I got the 2 wrong. I got the 2-1, but I said Germany, but not. Got to relook at the math there. Japan loses. So here's what I have for tonight for Team USA, wherever this comes up.
Versus Turkey.
Here it is. Sorry. Under 1 3/4 of a goal. That's on the Asian handicap. If you want to risk it and go under 1.5, that's a risk. It's definitely a risk. If you want to go play it safe and go under 2 goals, and this is in the Paraguay Australia match. They're going to play very, very, very conservative. My 0-0 detector is going off like crazy. So it could be a 1-1 or 1-0. Obviously, if it's 1-1, you got the under 2. It'll be a void. But I see it either 0-0 here. But I'll talk about Team USA here. I see a 2-1, and I'm going to go with Turkey here. So over 2.5 goals at -143 is definitely a lock. It's too much of a juice there. But yeah, if you want, since you're here, I'll do it for you. I'm going to do a live one. Hopefully we get a boost. Our good friend over at Bet Rivers. Here's what we do, my friend, okay? And the game is, of course, 30 minutes away. We're going to go under 2.5. Hold on. Come on, World Cup. There it is. So if you go to the Australian game, I'm going to go under 2. You can go under 2.5 in the Australia game, but it's a lot of juice. It's -450. They ain't scoring, bro. There's no way.
Do either one of them have something to play for or no?
No. Paraguay, no. No. Australia, sure. Because Turkey's out. I mean, they both can, I guess, if you wanted to, but so I'm going to go under 1 3/4 of a goal on that one at -152. It's gone up. And then I'm going to parlay that with USA over 2.5. And that's at +167. Put a little pizza money on that. So +167. Not bad. Not bad. So
I like it. I'm locking it in now.
Yeah.
Locking it in. Lock it up.
That's
we're
what
good.
we're doing. That's what we're doing. But yeah, +167. I think you can see some goals here in USA. I think it's going to be 2-1 Turkey. Again, I'm not anti-American. I'm not. I'm just saying.
They got nothing to play for.
They have nothing to play for. They don't, and they're not going to have that many people on there. And Turkey,
if they're smart, they're going to be resting everybody who has any sort of nagging injuries.
Turkey's already out, but they just want to save face.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if I was US, I'd be resting anybody worth anything.
Yeah.
So I totally get that.
Yeah, and it was the perfect scenario that we talked about before. So it has, you already locked up the 1 seed, or in the NFL East.
Yeah.
Right. In the NFC East, why are you playing all these? But whatever. But yeah. I don't see. I see Team USA. And this will answer a lot of things. And let me talk about real quick before we go the rumors of Team USA playing England on the 4th of July, because there's going to be games on the 4th of July. And man, that would be great. I would say it would be rigged if that happens. Who knows?
That would be great.
Right now, I'll tell you, there's already, again, with the results that we have, there's already a lot of things that are happening in the round of 32. So, for example, Brazil will play Monday afternoon against Japan. This is going to be an amazing game here, Shano. I haven't looked at the numbers yet. The Netherlands, orange, taking on Morocco Monday night. Get your popcorn ready for that one. I'm just saying, dude. South Africa, which I was shocked that they made it.
Yeah.
Very shocked. They're going to take it on Canada. That's going to take place on Sunday afternoon. Another game, again, we're still waiting. Mexico has qualified. Ivory Coast. I talked about Ivory Coast, my friend.
Yep.
Look out for them. Germany has made it, obviously. Team USA has made it. Now, Team USA would play on a Wednesday. Again, we don't know yet who they play because they're the 1 seed. They would play another, they wouldn't play 1 versus 1.
Right.
But it's not like 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7. No, it doesn't go like that. They changed the rules. Switzerland will play on Thursday. Again, they're still waiting. Everything is still waiting. But to answer your question in regards to the quote-unquote round of 16, this is the quarterfinals. If USA wins, I'm not saying that they will or will not. If they play like a Saturday, they would probably play at like a 5 o'clock, and it would depend. It would be amazing. USA England, I pay to see that, dude.
On 4th of July? That'd be awesome.
On 4th of July.
Now,
well, if you look at the history,
yeah, I mean that's exactly what happened on 4th of July.
There you go. So,
it would be awesome too because the English soldiers back then, they were the redcoats. If England wore their red jerseys,
yes, yes,
or kits, as you say it, not jerseys. Sorry.
Yeah, they're kits. But no, there's still a lot. Like Croatia still has to play.
Right.
Uzbekistan. Now, I'm not saying they're but Argentina, who is already qualified, okay, but they still have to play their 3rd game. So it depends on where they play, and they play Saturday. Is going to be an issue. So that is one thing. You still have more games tomorrow. This is a big one, Shano, and I'm going to talk about it tomorrow on the live show. Norway, France.
Oh, yeah, because that whoever wins that wins the group, right?
Wins the group, but also, I mean, they both are in. Don't get me wrong, but they're going to want to play again. This is going to be kind of like, hey, who do I rather play? I rather play like a nobody. Okay, I mean, if you're the Kansas City Chiefs, you're the 1 seed, right? You rather play. Would you rather play the Steelers or would you rather play the Ravens?
Yeah.
See, so I'm just saying that's where it comes into play. Spain, Uruguay is another game. Spain's already qualified. Egypt is another game. These are going to happen. This is weird though, Shano. This is very, very weird for tomorrow. Games start at 3 o'clock. Then there's a 5-hour difference. Usually it's every 3 hours. So like for today, start at 4 Eastern time, 7 o'clock Eastern time, 10 o'clock will be Team USA, and of course the Paraguay and Australia game. But tomorrow, 3 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Woo!
Way past my bedtime there. And then on Saturday, nothing during the day. It doesn't start until 5 o'clock. 5, 7:30, 10 o'clock. Matter of fact, we're going to sleep in and probably do the live show around 11 o'clock on that one. Maybe the next 2 days. Because, I just want to make sure I got all other stuff and get some rest, man.
You're gonna be doing it during like the main event of the UFC.
Probably. Anyway, well, that's going to do it for us tonight here, guys. Thanks for watching the show. There's some more big news that we're going to announce, especially in the beginning of the month. We'll talk about that on our next show. Have a great weekend. Good luck to everybody on their bets. And again, don't forget to check out our website, justwinbetsbaby.com. Again, more news to announce as they're working on our app there, Shano. That's supposed to come out August 1st. So
nice.
Looking forward to that. They are currently working on it as we speak. No more of these community guidelines. What is that? But Shano, we're going to be we've offered over a year and a half of our free plays. We're going to continue doing our free plays, but we're going to limit it. So, for example, you've talked about the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So our tier 1, okay, or tier 3, I should say, I guess low to high, will be our free newsletter. You'll get 1 pet play or maybe 2 plays, who knows. But then if you are a subscriber, you're going to get 4 plays. You're going to get more plays for us, blah, 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 and a complete breakdown for that, and that'll be also not only in the app, but also through YouTube. And there's been talks about this dub cash. We got to look into that.
Yeah, we look into that and see.
Yeah. But $6.99 a month. We didn't really do the math, even though we're math guys. 365 days a year. Shano, okay? $6.99. Let's make the math easy. It's $7 a month. Okay. What is that? Like a buck? $6.99 to 30. Well, 30 days or what? Because you have to do it by 30, right? Or no, 12.
What?
I got to do the math. Don't we have to do the math?
7 times 12.
How many does it cost you a day?
Oh, yeah, you would do $6.99 divided by 30.
By 30.
Yeah.
So that's like what, a buck and a quarter?
No, cheaper than that. $6.99 divided by 30?
Yeah.
23 cents a day.
23 cents a day.
23 cents a day. Just a quarter a day. Round it up.
Well, I'm thinking about 12 months. So a quarter a day. And you get our whole catalog. I don't see how you beat that.
No. Especially when the app drops before football season, and that includes college football, which we were killing last year, and college basketball will be starting shortly after that. Yep. And I went on an incredible run last year in college basketball.
Yeah,
I was like 22-4 at one point or something like that. So, yeah, definitely worth it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So we'll have, of course, people who can still get our free plays, no question about it. But we're going to limit the free plays, so maybe one per league. But if you want the traditional 3 or 4 plays like the English Premier League, etc., a quarter a day.
Quarter a day. That's nothing.
It's nothing.
That's nothing.
I'm just saying. And we're covering over 20 leagues.
Yeah.
We'll have a commercial or whatever, an ad for that. But we'll see what happens. And we'll probably add more to it.
Oh, for sure.
Of course, we have Wimbledon that is next week. And then British Open, what, in 2 weeks?
Yeah, something like that.
Jeez Louise.
Something like that.
Can we get a break here, folks?
UFC, we get a break off for UFC, but then the next fight back, remember, is Connor. Big fight. Big fight there. And
then here's the thing, Chano. This is what our concern. We won't have a show. I don't think we'll have a show because we'll be on vacation, allegedly. No, we'll be on vacation, trust me. But that's a fight night card.
Okay.
Excuse me, Roundtree Jr., and this is going to take place in Dubai.
That'd be another early start.
Yeah, I don't know how we do it, but we're on vacation.
Which one? Oh, Roundtree. Oh, Anklev. Yeah, we can make it work out.
We can figure.
We can do something. Don't
For
worry,
you guys. We'll do something.
We'll do it.
We'll do it.
But the next 2 cards after, the main event for this card coming up, the one in Baku.
Yeah,
the main event's gonna be a banger. Like I said, it's pretty much a coin flip, depending on who you look at and who you trust for your gambling stuff. Like I said, I'm leading Rafael, but it's gonna be a banger main event.
Right.
After that, you got the McGregor card, which is a stacked main event, and then the fight night after that is Duplessis versus Usman.
Yes,
and that's another huge main event. That's a huge main event there too.
Yeah,
Duplessis. Both of those guys are trying to fight back into title contention, so that's a big fight.
Yeah, and then we have a break. No, there's no break. We have August 1st, and then we have a break before UFC 330.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy. When are they going to announce UFC 331? Because you still have September, October, November, December. Holy cow. And my son told me.
They're probably still working out contracts, if I had to guess.
And you know what? My son told me, hey, Dad, we're 6 months away from Christmas. I was like, you're killing me, Smalls.
Oh, yeah, we are. The years
killing me.
The years fly by. Like time flies, doesn't it?
Fly by. But I love it. Quarter a day.
Quarter a day. That's it.
Quarter a day.
Quarter a day.
And we give out $20. Your thought. Anyway, that's going to end it for us here, guys. Have a good night. Have a nice weekend. Good luck on your bets. Go Team USA, and we will see you next time. Take care.
See ya.